Japan truly is one of those once-in-a-lifetime trips, and I hope, based on everything that I experienced over the last 3 weeks, that isn't true and I get to go back several more times in the future. This is going to be a longer video just because of how much this country has to offer. I'm going to show you everything from the historical sites that we visited, some more modern attractions, and of course, the incredible food. Get comfortable. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel to leave me a comment along the way. This was the longest flight I've ever been on at 12.5 hours from Toronto to Tokyo. I would definitely recommend preparing by bringing lots of snacks and setting things up so that as soon as you arrive, you can go right to your hotel. One of the things that we did for that was pre-purchase our welcome suikas, which were available for 30 days and allowed us to get on our trains right away and get back to our hotel room. This is a pretty standard Japan hotel room, especially for budget travelers. I'll show you a little bit of a walk around. Not a lot to show. It's basically a place to sleep, shower, use the bathroom. But that's all you need because you're going to be spending most of your time outside traveling and getting 20,000 steps in each day. As most people who have been to Japan mention, one of the things that you'll miss the most upon returning home is the bidet, seat warmer, everything in one. If I could set that up on my toilet at home, I would. Below this video, I'll leave some details as to our itinerary of the trip so you can follow along, although some things had to change because I may have put us on the wrong train our first official day in Tokyo. So we ended up at Ueno Park originally, which was really cool because there's this zoo right in the park that you can go see pandas as well as a bunch of other animals, and then you can explore the rest of the park. We also went and explored the Shinjuku Gion National Garden and then just did some general shopping and exploring in the Shinjuku area. They also had a bit of a spring festival, which was really cool to see some live performers and all the street food that's available there. A common occurrence in this video, you'll see we went to Don Quixote a lot. That's because they have everything that you need. Why wouldn't you want to go there? I really like the 3D billboards in Japan, specifically the cat one and how frequently it changes. Whoever's idea that was to put that there is an absolute genius. Totally by coincidence, we ended up at a Ichiran for our first ramen experience in Japan. Honestly, 10 out of 10. I loved the whole thing, ordering from a machine at the start, going to your individual booth and having them serve your food to you, and not having to actually engage with anyone is a really cool experience. I would recommend it to anyone going to Japan. They have this franchise almost everywhere. Next up was our day at Disney Sea. In Tokyo, they have two parks, one being the sea location, which is where we went, and then the other being Disneyland. We chose this location because we figured it would give us a more unique experience compared to what we have seen before in Florida. I definitely wasn't prepared for how busy this park would be on a rainy Monday. We were luckily able to secure the same-day fast passes for 3 of the more popular rides, those being Tower of Terror, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Journey to the Center of the Earth. We also snuck in a fourth ride on Aquatopia because the wait was only 30 minutes, and that is the ride you will see at the end of this clip. Usually, the wait for the main rides would be about 2 to 3 hours without a fast pass. Personally, I think the park was a bit too overcrowded for how much they had to offer, so next time we'll definitely have to make sure to check out the Disneyland side of the park. Although it is raining in a lot of these clips, one of the main advantages is that there were a lot less crowds at the popular locations. Here we got to enjoy the smaller section of Torii Gates at Hiei Shrine without having to fight for that Instagram-worthy shot. I mentioned earlier that Don Quixote has everything that you need, and I literally mean that. They have everything from groceries to electronics, whatever these boxers are. And my favorite thing, which is the cheesy 10 yen coins. This is one of those viral things that you need to try. Now, Yokohama might take my top spot for the favorite location that we visited. I was determined to see the giant Gundam up close, but a very nice man who worked there actually told us to come back later for less crowds and to check out Chinatown, which was only a few minutes away. There were tons of food options, so it was really hard to choose where to start. And then we went on to a happy accident where we thought we would just be drawing on instant noodle cups, but our friend Michelle actually booked a whole ramen making experience that she didn't even know was an option, which we had a total blast at. just before we went back to the Gundam factory, we had to ride the Ferris wheel at Cosmo World, which, as Michelle will tell you, was the largest in the world at a whopping 112 meters up until 1992. So still pretty cool that we got to ride the former largest Ferris wheel in the world.
I know, right? So the top is cool, except there's a hole here.
Eating a bento box on a Shinkansen or bullet train is an experience of itself, so I would definitely recommend that to the first time. Although, as far as selection goes, I wouldn't get the fried chicken like I did. I would probably recommend a beef or vegetarian option would probably be better. Now, there are two types of stamp books you can collect in Japan. The first one here being free at most locations and usually have an image related to where you are, like a train station or something like that. And then the second one, which we'll show here, is the official red stamps from shrines called Goshuin. They require a special book that can only have the red seals inside them, so make sure not to add anything extra inside. Most days we woke up pretty early so we could fit in as much as possible, but in the case of today, we wanted to make sure to beat the crowds at the Arashiyama bamboo forest, so we went around 7 a.m. It was so peaceful going that early in the morning compared to how busy it can get after 9:30 when all the shops open up. I'll make sure to include a short clip of that so you can see the comparison. There is also a couple really nice gardens and shrines along the route and in behind the forest, so I would definitely recommend checking those out. Finally, when you're leaving the bamboo forest to go back into town, there is this banana smoothie hut just outside the forest, and you need to try it if you like banana smoothies because it may be the best I've ever had.
Yeah. It's okay. I wouldn't like rave about it, but it's okay.
Oh my god, did he bow to you?
Why did I just do a selfie when I was back in my head?
So currently we're at Fushimi Inari just before 7 o'clock, before the big rush gets here. We're gonna try to go see the torii gates before it gets too busy. I might do the whole hike. I've heard it can take up to 2 hours. See if I can cut that time down a little bit. I'll let you know how I make out.
Made it to the top, made it to the top.
So it is now 9:02, so it took us just about 2 hours to do it, so that's accurate, but we still have to make our way back down, so I assume it'll be faster.
And we did stop for tea and gifts.
Yeah, so you can probably do it under 2 hours to get to the top, probably just over 2 hours round trip if you don't stop.
Prepare your ears for this next clip because I will show the nightingale floors in Nijjo Castle here. I believe it was intentional as a security measure, but you be the judge.
Here's the cloud. There it is.
Now, I was on a mission to try omurice or omelette rice while in Japan. As a Canadian, the best way I can describe it is this is the poutine of Japan. It is rich, savory eggs over a bed of rice covered in cheese and demi-glaze. This is incredible.
Okay.
It's just food dancing. Make it jiggle. Wow.
Make it jiggle?
That was all packs.
Oh, that is fluffy.
All right, this is my nerd hot tip for everyone. If you plan on doing any shopping in Japan, you need to do it at Book Off. They have figures, manga, regular books, movies, CDs, clothing, electronics, everything at discounted rates. We probably spent way more time in here than we should have, and this is the main reason why we needed to buy an extra suitcase on our way home.
So where's the hidden gem spot?
It's that bridge. Like that corner.
Pretty much
That's-
where everybody is busy.
Not so much hidden gem anymore.
No.
If you come to the other side of the bridge though, less people. Hidden gems aren't hidden gems in Japan. Megadon Ferris wheel. And now Cass is going to either try to be a ninja or a samurai. We'll see if she's good at being either.
Yep. Can you hit that immediately?
Yeah, lighter.
So, bit of a hot tip. On the same island that there is the Naruto/Boruto theme park, there's also the town called Naruto that also has a place called Naruto Park. So when you're taking a bus, make sure you get on the right bus or you're gonna end up an hour and a half on the other side of the island and then have to come back. On the day that Cass and I went to Universal Studios in Osaka, our friends Michelle and Tyler actually went to the Toyota Museum in Nagoya. So if you're traveling with multiple people, don't be afraid to separate every now and then. That way everyone can get a piece of their own interests. I have to say, the Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge ride at the Super Nintendo World section of the park really set my standards high for interactive roller coasters in the future. On top of wearing a 3D headset to immerse yourself into the ride, they also had full sets built, so even though you don't get the 3D experience in this video, you can still see how incredible it looks.
Oh, it smells so good. For the record, I don't care how much it costs, I will always pay for a butter beer at the Universal Studios Harry Potter section because it is friggin' delicious.
Please change trains here at Nagoya. We will depart shortly after arriving at Nagoya, so please be ready to get off before the train stops.
Although we didn't get a full view of Mount Fuji, we did get this cheeky little peek on our way back to Tokyo, which I will appreciate over not seeing it at all.
I pushed so hard to get a sumo experience added to our itinerary, and it was so much more than we expected. The food was great, the demo put on by the retired wrestlers was fantastic, and even though I wasn't able to beat Joe in a match, I think I tired him out for everyone else who went after me, so I get to take credit for all of their wins.
Let's go! Go! Go push it! Go push it!
If you watched my last video, you might know that I'm a bit of a fanatic for interactive art museums, and in Japan, Team Labs is the way to do it. This place was so bizarre in the best way possible. I can't describe it. You have to see it for yourself. Full disclosure, I wasn't raised on the Ghibli movies like my wife was, so the whole universe was new to me, but I watched a couple of the videos prior to coming to Japan, and I had a full appreciation for the museum. We didn't get to go to Ghibli Park, which has some more unique experiences, but if you don't get into the park, I definitely recommend the museum. It has a lot of things to see, like this giant Totoro who's taking your tickets, although you do have to go to a live attendant to actually get into the park. They also have a 20-minute showing of a unique short video that you could only see at the museum, which was a very cool experience. Long story short of this clip, make sure to pre-book your bus or train ticket to Lake Kawaguchi so you do not have to sit on the floor like us. I just want to see the longest potatoes in the world.
The longest potatoes in the world.
Everybody hears my heavy breathing in the video.
And for historical reference, these are the heavy breathers.
I'm in pain.
So we couldn't check into the hotel just yet, so we decided to go to this little bit of a hike to get apparently a beautiful view of Mount Fuji. There's our beautiful view, if you can tell.
It's so spectacular. It's making me cry with tears of joy.
So 10 out of 10, recommend.
All jokes aside, we had a fantastic visit to Lake Kawaguchi where we stayed in a traditional ryokan. The staff were incredible at the Lakeland Hotel. We had our private bath right on the balcony that should have had a view of Mount Fuji had the weather cooperated. And then we had an incredible multi-course dinner included with our stay while the staff made up our rooms for sleep. We did sleep on the floor because we wanted the traditional ryokan experience. In the case of our room, they actually had extra mats in the closet, so we did layer them up so we were a little bit more comfortable that night.
This butter. Okay. Also, yeah, that's very shrimp. That is as shrimp as you get.
Oh yeah, someone's eating my shrimp for sure.
Do you like shrimp or you?
I hate shrimp.
Oh.
Oh, ready? Ready? Oh, I thought it would sizzle.
Oh sure, when it's our room. Just throw shit around.
The name of this restaurant was Wagyu Yakiniku Panga Asakusa location, and I have to say that all steak is ruined for me after this. When people say Wagyu melts in your mouth, they really mean it. Although this place was a bit pricey, it was worth every yen, and I would do it again if I had one of these locally.
Look at the marble. Look at the marble. Look at the juice.
nice little spoon.
It's okay?
No, she was very excited about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my facial expression can be hard to read.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, we're supposed to. Okay, I get it. Oh. Okay, I got two by mistake. Okay. Mine has. This one has 3. Oh, I think I just found one of them. Okay.
We saved most of our shopping for our last few days in Tokyo so that we didn't have to drag extra luggage around with us. Some of the key locations we went to were the 9-floor Animate store in Ikebukuro, the Mandrake store, and then we went to some of the smaller shops along the main strip of Akihabara.
Are you gonna come up on my lap soon? I want to pick on my lap. If not you, then.
Thank you, arigato. Oh my god, how do I get it out the window?
Okay, so this is most of what we ended up with. There are still a few more things packed away. Basically, we got a little bit of everything from Japan. We have a custom knife with our name on it. We've got some stuff from Universal, obviously Studio Ghibli stuff, tons of figures, a Totoro bath mat, because why wouldn't you? Especially from Don Quixote. A bunch of the little stuff that my wife is obsessed with. A sumo shirt to commemorate me getting thrown around their ring. A shrine stamp book, and I'll probably maybe do another video with some of the stamps inside there. One of my favorite first finds, which was this mask from the Torii Gate Shrine, and then a couple of the Lucky Cats. So we definitely brought back another suitcase full of stuff, and that's why shopping is definitely one of the main attractions of Japan.